You walk into a room. You haven't said a word yet. You haven't even made eye contact, but she's already made a decision about you. In fact, research shows that women form their first impression of a man in less than 30 seconds. That's all it takes for her to decide if you are worth her time or if you're just another face in the crowd. And here's the part most men don't realize. It's not about what you say, it's about what you're communicating without saying anything at all. If you are new here, my name is Emilia Torres and I welcome you to my YouTube channel, where I talk about relationship, men's dating, and how you can improve your overall personality in order to pursue meaningful relationships. So today I'm breaking down the 10 things women notice in the first 30 seconds, the silent signals that either attract her or make her lose interest before you've even introduced yourself. So if you have ever wondered why some guys walk into a room and instantly command female attention while others get completely ignored, this video will give you the answers. Let's get into it. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment telling me which of these 10 things surprised you the most, because once you understand what women are looking for in those first 30 seconds, you can start controlling the impression you make. Alright, let's break it down. Number 1, your posture. This is the first thing she notices, and it tells her everything she needs to know about your confidence level before you've even looked her way. Are you standing tall with your shoulders back and your chest open? Or are you slouched over, looking at your phone, shrinking into yourself? Posture is a silent broadcast of how you feel about yourself, and women pick up on it instantly. A man who stands tall communicates strength, confidence, and self-assurance, whereas a man who slouches communicates insecurity, low energy, and a lack of presence. And here's the thing, she's not consciously thinking, oh, his posture is good, it's a subconscious read. Her brain is processing your body language in milliseconds, and it's forming an opinion before you've done anything else. Think about it. When you see someone walk into a room with their head down, shoulders forward, moving quickly like they don't want to be noticed, what's your impression? You assume they're uncomfortable, unsure, maybe even anxious. But when you see someone walk in standing tall, moving slowly and deliberately, occupying space without apology, you immediately think that person has their life together. Women think the same thing, and in those first 30 seconds, your posture is either opening doors or closing them. So if you want to make a strong first impression, start with how you carry yourself. Stand tall, walk with purpose, move like you belong wherever you are, because confidence starts with your body, and women notice it immediately. Number 2, how you move through space. This one's connected to posture, but it goes deeper. It's not just about standing tall, it's about how you move. Do you rush? Do you fidget? Do you look around nervously, searching for validation or approval? Or do you move slowly, deliberately, with calm intention? Women notice the difference. A man who rushes through a room signals nervousness. He's in his head, he's worried about how he's being perceived, he's uncomfortable. But a man who moves slowly, who's comfortable taking up space, who doesn't feel the need to hurry or shrink himself, that man signals confidence. He's not seeking approval. He's not worried about what people think. He's just existing in his own energy, and that energy is magnetic. I'll give you an example. 2 guys walk into a bar. The first guy walks in quickly, glances around, spots an empty seat, and rushes over to it. He's trying not to be noticed. He wants to blend in. The second guy walks in slowly. He scans the room calmly. He makes his way to the bar, orders a drink, and settles in without any urgency. Which one do you think women notice? The second guy, because his movement communicates that he's comfortable. He's not performing. He's not trying to prove anything. He just is, and women are drawn to that energy. So pay attention to how you move. Slow down, be deliberate, don't rush. Because the way you move tells her whether you're confident or insecure, and she's making that judgment in seconds. Number 3, your grooming and personal hygiene. Now this might seem obvious, but you'd be shocked how many men overlook this. Women notice your grooming immediately. Clean nails, trimmed facial hair, fresh breath, clean clothes. These aren't minor details, they're signals of self-respect and attention to detail. A man who takes care of himself communicates that he values himself, and if you value yourself, she assumes you'll value her too. But if you show up with untrimmed nails, messy hair, wrinkled clothes, or bad breath, you're communicating the opposite. You're saying, I don't care enough about myself to put in basic effort. And if you don't care about yourself, why would she invest her time in you? Here's the reality, you don't need expensive clothes or a perfect face, you just need to show that you care. A clean, well-groomed man with a basic wardrobe will always be more attractive than a disheveled guy in designer clothes, because grooming is about respect. Respect for yourself and respect for the people around you. So before you walk into any situation where you might meet women, ask yourself, do I look like someone who takes care of himself? Because she's asking the same question in the first 30 seconds. And if the answer is no, you've already lost her interest. Number 4, your eye contact. This one's huge. Eye contact is one of the most powerful forms of nonverbal communication, and women use it to gauge your confidence and intent. When you make eye contact with a woman, you're communicating interest, confidence, and presence. But here's the key, it can't be too intense or too weak. If you stare her down without blinking, you come off as aggressive or creepy. But if you avoid eye contact completely, you signal insecurity or disinterest. The sweet spot is calm, confident eye contact that holds for a moment, then breaks naturally. It says, I see you, I'm interested, but I'm not desperate, and that balance is what creates attraction. Here's what women are thinking when you make eye contact. If you hold it confidently, she thinks, okay, he's not afraid to show interest. He's comfortable with himself. If you look away immediately, she thinks he's nervous. He's not sure of himself. And if you stare too hard, she thinks this guy's intense. I'm uncomfortable. So practice your eye contact. Look at her. Hold it for a beat longer than feels natural. Smile slightly. Then look away. That brief moment creates intrigue. It plants a seed. And in those first 30 seconds, that seed can grow into curiosity, which is the foundation of attraction. Number 5, your facial expression. Are you smiling? Are you relaxed? Or are you serious, tense, maybe even angry looking? Your facial expression tells her how approachable you are. A man with a relaxed, open expression seems friendly, confident, and emotionally stable. A man with a tense, serious expression seems closed off, unapproachable, maybe even angry. And here's the thing. Even if you're not angry, if your resting face looks intense or upset, women will avoid you, because they don't want to take the risk of engaging with someone who seems emotionally unavailable or hostile. So what should you do? Relax your face. Soften your expression. A slight smile goes a long way. It doesn't have to be a big grin. Just a relaxed, open look that says, I'm friendly, I'm approachable, I'm not a threat, because in those first 30 seconds, women are assessing whether you're safe to engage with, and your facial expression is a huge part of that assessment. So if you naturally have a serious resting face, make a conscious effort to soften it. Relax your jaw. Let your eyes soften, smile slightly, because that one shift can completely change how women perceive you. Number 6, how you treat other people. Women are watching how you interact with everyone around you, not just them. How do you treat the bartender? The waiter? The stranger you accidentally bump into? These interactions tell her everything about your character. If you're rude, dismissive, or impatient with people who can't do anything for you, she assumes you'll eventually treat her the same way. But if you're respectful, polite, and kind to everyone, she sees you as someone with genuine character. Someone who doesn't just perform kindness when it benefits him but embodies it as a default. I've seen this play out so many times. A guy is trying to impress a woman, being charming and attentive. But then he snaps at the waiter or ignores the person asking for directions. And just like that, her interest dies. Because she's thinking, okay, he's only being nice to me because he wants something. This is who he really is. So be aware of how you treat everyone around you. Because in those first 30 seconds, she's not just watching you. She's watching how you move through the world, and that tells her whether you're worth her time. Number 7, your voice and tone. Before you've even said anything meaningful, she's listening to how you sound. Is your voice calm and steady? Or is it high-pitched, rushed, and nervous? Your tone communicates your emotional state, and women pick up on it instantly. A deep, calm, measured voice signals confidence and stability. A fast, high-pitched, shaky voice signals anxiety and insecurity. And here's the thing. You can say all the right words, but if your tone is off, she's not buying it. Because tone reveals what words try to hide. So slow down when you speak. Lower your voice slightly. Don't rush your sentences. Speak like you have all the time in the world, like you're not worried about her response. Because when you speak calmly and confidently, you communicate that you're grounded, you're not performing, you're just being yourself, and that authenticity is attractive. So practice speaking slowly, breathe before you talk, and focus on maintaining a calm, steady tone. Because in those first 30 seconds, how you sound matters just as much as what you say. Number 8, your scent. This might seem minor, but smell plays a massive role in attraction. Women notice how you smell immediately, and it creates an instant impression. If you smell good, clean, fresh, maybe with a subtle cologne, it signals that you take care of yourself. It creates a positive association. But if you smell bad, like sweat, cigarettes, or just nothing at all, it creates a negative association. And once that association is formed, it's hard to change. Here's the key. Don't overdo it. A light, clean scent is ideal. You don't want to smell like you bathed in cologne. You just want to smell fresh, like you care about how you present yourself. And trust me, women remember scent. Even if they can't explain why, they'll associate you with how you smelled in that first interaction. So make it count. Shower, use deodorant, apply a subtle cologne if you have one. Because scent is one of those invisible factors that creates attraction without you even realizing it. Number 9, your energy. This one's harder to define, but women feel it instantly. Are you calm and grounded? Or are you anxious and fidgety? Do you seem comfortable in your own skin? Or do you seem like you're trying too hard? Your energy is the vibe you give off, and it's one of the most powerful things women notice in those first 30 seconds. A man with calm, grounded energy is magnetic. He's not seeking validation, he's not performing, he's just existing, comfortable in his own presence, and that energy draws people in. But a man with anxious, needy energy repels people. He's trying too hard, he's in his head, he's worried about what everyone thinks, and that energy creates discomfort. So how do you cultivate calm energy? Breathe, slow down, stop worrying about what she thinks and focus on being present. Because when you're truly present, not in your head, not performing, just being, your energy shifts, and women feel that shift, they're drawn to it. So work on your energy. Practice mindfulness. get out of your head, and show up as a man who's comfortable with himself. Because that energy is what separates men who attract effortlessly from men who struggle constantly. Number 10, your overall presence. This is the sum of everything we've talked about. Posture, movement, grooming, eye contact, facial expression, how you treat people, your voice, your scent, your energy. All of it combines to create your presence, and presence is what women remember. A man with strong presence walks into a room and you feel it. You notice him. You're drawn to him. Not because he's the loudest or the flashiest, but because he occupies space with confidence. He's comfortable, he's grounded, he's himself, and that authenticity is magnetic. So here's the lesson. In those first 30 seconds, you're not being judged on what you say. You're being judged on who you are, and who you are is communicated through these 10 silent signals. So if you want to make a strong first impression, start working on these areas. Stand tall, move with intention, groom yourself, make eye contact, relax your face, treat people well, speak calmly, smell good, cultivate calm energy, and develop your presence. Because when you get these things right, you won't need to chase women. They'll notice you, they'll be drawn to you, and it'll all happen in the first 30 seconds. Alright, that's it for today. If this video opened your eyes, smash that like button, subscribe for more content like this, and drop a comment telling me which of these 10 things you're working on first. And remember, attraction starts before you speak, so make those first 30 seconds count. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me over on Instagram at ameliam.torres. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.